Fox 13 News Midday starts now.
Now on Fox 13 News Midday, a deadly Christmas weekend in the Mid-South. A look at the violence that left an innocent child shot to death while playing video games. Plus, as Memphis surpasses its record of homicides, the push to retain police officers remains stagnant. The new plan Memphis Police Chief C.J. Davis has to recruit more officers. And with the Omicron variant dominating the U.S. coronavirus cases and a spike in coronavirus cases nationwide, many of the Shelby County testing sites that were slated to close last week are now reopening. A look at one testing site as available at-home testing kits are few. Good morning and thank you for joining us for Fox 13 News Midday. I'm Noah Sershin and for Tony Sloan. We start this midday with news from overnight. A man was rushed to the hospital after a shooting in North Memphis. This happened in the 600 block of North Bellevue. This morning when our crews arrived on the scene, Memphis police say that they came to the scene around 4:45 this morning. Now you can see bullet holes in the window and door of that vehicle. One man was shot and was transported to Regional 1 Hospital. We are still working to learn of his condition. A 12-year-old boy was shot and killed Christmas morning just while playing video games. Police say that it happened around 2:30 Saturday morning on Haynes Street. Police do not have any information on a suspect or a possible motive as to why someone would shoot an innocent child on Christmas Day. We went to the home where police said the shooting happened. We did not get an answer when we knocked on the door, but we did speak with a neighbor who said that he spoke with the family just moments after the shooting.
His family told you he was inside the house playing video games?
Mm-hmm. Playing his little video game. And he was turned towards the door.
Where was he shot in his body?
In his back.
This killing makes this the 27th homicide of a juvenile in the city of Memphis, compared to 38 last year. And all of this is coming as hiring qualified police officers is becoming a growing challenge all across the U.S. and here in Memphis. Now, the Memphis Police Department is struggling to hire more officers. Now, a new class is set to begin training when the new year starts. Right now, the police department currently has 1,973 officers on its force, just shy of their goal of hiring 2,500 officers. MPD has tried several different approaches to hiring more police officers, but nothing seems to work. John Covington with the Memphis Police Association says that the city council has made progress to attracting more officers. Police Chief C.J. Davis told the Memphis City Council she is constantly reevaluating hiring and recruiting practices, like relaxing the department's tattoo policy.
And we got a new chief, a very innovative, fresh ideas, and so we're poised. But I think kind of the issue facing us now is we need a bigger pool of applicants.
The City Council is also considering a new proposal that could leave police residency requirements off the table, letting officers live outside Shelby County. With violence increasing across the city for many consecutive years now, residents are wondering how long it will take. We have some new information this midday. Memphis police have identified the two men killed in an interstate shooting on Chelsea Avenue Christmas morning. Police say the two men killed in the shooting were Dante Smith and Derek King. They were driving a 2013 Honda Accord with tinted windows and Texas tags. They were found with multiple gunshot wounds and pronounced dead on the scene. Anyone with information should call Crime Stoppers at 901528-CASH. A man has now been arrested after a deadly shooting on Christmas Eve. Eric Alvarez shot and killed a man inside his car Friday night at the Cedar Creek Apartments. Investigators say after shooting that man, he stole his car. The victim died at the hospital. Police found the stolen car and witnesses identified Alvarez. He is charged with first-degree murder and aggravated robbery. Police need your help identifying suspects who were caught on video shooting at a person on Christmas Eve. Take a look at this video as it shows suspects driving up to another car and firing shots before the vehicle sped off. According to MPD, the shooting happened in the morning outside of Smart Mart No. 2 on Overton Crossing near Hawkins Mill in Fraser. When they arrived on the scene, they found a male victim in non-critical condition. MPD said the suspects were driving a white four-door Chevrolet Malibu. No arrests have been made at this time. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 901528-CASH. Happening today, testing sites in Shelby County that closed last week are reopening today after many are scrambling for at-home COVID-19 tests due to a rise in coronavirus cases and as the Omicron variant is fueling a wave of new coronavirus cases. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre is live at one testing site with more. Good morning, Jeremy.
Hey, good morning to you. Now we're at Popular Health here off of Winchester and Hacks Crossing. You can see how massive this line is to get a test. And look, this line is basically wrapping around this cove here and then going back onto Hacks Cross right down the street from FedEx World headquarters. Now, understanding that a lot of people wanted to get tests today, few sites are closed. We happened to be at a site that we later learned was closed earlier this morning. Christ Community, all of their sites are closed today, so leaving one other drive-through site for people to come to. We've seen people come from Fayette County, DeSoto County, Tipton County to get tested this morning here at Popular Health. It's you can see it right here, live television. The line is pretty thick. Many people wanting to know their status, especially after the holidays, so it's serious. Of course, we're going to continue to stay on top of this story. Reporting here in Southeast Shelby County, Jeremy Pierre, Fox 13 News.
All right, a lot of people trying to get those tests. Jeremy, thank you. The UT Science Center projects that the number of new COVID cases in Shelby County could reach an all-time high as soon as 2 weeks. Now, no data was reported over the holiday weekend, but the latest numbers from Friday show we're on a path to break a pandemic record. The most recently reported number shows almost 1,300 new cases reported in one day, with Shelby County Health Department Director Dr. Michelle Taylor confirming at least 31 cases of the Omicron variant. About 150 COVID patients are currently hospitalized in Shelby County, but since hospitalizations happen a week or two after infection, it's predicted that that number will rise. The good news is that the new antiviral pill does work against the Omicron variant. Pfizer began shipping its new pill from its Memphis distribution center last week. We're continuing to stay on top of the latest developments on the coronavirus pandemic. Fox 13 News is dedicated to keep you in the know, especially when it comes to the Omicron variant. You can get all of the latest information on the coronavirus on our website, FOX13Memphis.com, and our app. You can also find places to get tested on the coronavirus section of our website and app. Help is on the way for people impacted by recent tornadoes in Arkansas. Friday, President Joe Biden declared a major disaster in the state, making relief funding available for 5 northeast Arkansas counties. Those deadly tornadoes went through other states as well, damaging homes, uprooting trees, and killing dozens. Funding will be available for Craighead, Jackson, Mississippi, Poinsett, Woodruff County for hazard mitigation. For a link to apply, click on this story on our website, Fox13Memphis.com. We've been breaking records in the Mid-South with temperatures well above for what we should see in December. Right now, you're taking a live look from our T-Dot Smartway camera from I-40 and White Station as we can expect severe storms in the Mid-South. Let's get a first check of our forecast with Fox 13 meteorologist Yasser Kishk.
Yeah, we do have a lot of warmth that's in place. Currently 70 degrees, cloudy skies here in Memphis, and we're going to be seeing a lot more of these 70s over the next several days. Those clouds really not going anywhere. They're locked in place. We could lead to maybe a stray sprinkle of rain out of these clouds today, but for the most part expecting things to remain dry but cloudy, warming up to 72 for your afternoon high, and we're all staying into the low 70s for those afternoon highs across West Tennessee and eastern Arkansas. You want to go outside, get a walk in. The weather is going to feel very comfortable. You don't even really need a light jacket with these temperatures staying in these 70s as well across North Mississippi. But there's an increased threat for storms on Wednesday. We're going to talk about this risk zone 1 and 2 across the Mid-South for you coming up in a few minutes.
Yasser, thank you. A heartbreaking message from the partner of young Dolph. Mia Jane, the mother of young Dolph's children, posted a heartfelt and somber dedication to him. She posted a photo of a previous Christmas with him. She wrote on her post saying, "This Christmas is about strength and sacrifice. This Christmas, my heart is left with a huge hole." She also touched on the subject of violence, saying, "For every man considering to take another man's life, think of the holes that you will tear in the heart of that family." It's been 40 days since the shooting and killing of young Dolph, and we're still trying to push for answers in this senseless killing. Young Dolph, whose real name is Adolph Robert Thornton Jr., was shot and killed at Makita's Cookies on Airways Boulevard. Memphis police say the 2 men who you see on your screen right now are responsible for his death. If you have any information or know who these people are, call Crime Stoppers at 901528-CASH. As the world continues to mourn Archbishop and anti-apartheid leader Desmond Tutu, who died Sunday, today tributes pour in for the newly deceased Archbishop. People are leaving flowers outside St. George's Cathedral in Cape Town, South Africa. President Joe Biden said that he was, quote, heartbroken to learn of the Archbishop's death. Former President Barack Obama called Tutu a mentor, a friend, and a moral compass who could find humanity in all his adversaries. Archbishop Desmond Tutu died at age 90. Next on Fox 13 News Midday, with the Omicron variant now a variant of concern and a wave of new cases nationwide, President Biden will meet with governors to talk about new steps we should take. We'll tell you how President Biden's administration is trying to combat this new wave of cases while the amount of at-home COVID-19 tests are in short supply. Plus, a shooting at a movie theater over someone sitting in the wrong seat. The frightening moments one woman and her husband encountered as they scrambled for safety. And back to work. Kellogg's workers who went on a nearly 3-month strike returned to work today. A look at the new contract the union agreed on.
With breaking coverage you can count on. Fox 13 News starts now with breaking news.
In that breaking news, just into the Fox 13 newsroom, Shelby County Commissioner Tammy Sawyer announced on Twitter that she has tested positive for COVID-19 late last night. She says she has asthma, so she is thankful that she is vaccinated and boosted so her symptoms aren't worse. She said she would quarantine for 10 days and continue to mask and practice social distancing. Today, President Joe Biden will meet with governors from across the nation about the latest surge in coronavirus and Omicron cases. Now, this comes as the airline industry is being hammered with cancellations surrounding the Omicron variant. The administration says that there have been some successes. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Kirsten Garris joins us now from Capitol Hill with details about the administration's response to the pandemic.
The president is hearing from governors about the challenges they're facing on the ground with the latest surge, including the nationwide shortage of rapid COVID-19 test kits. We've seen the high demand for COVID-19 tests lead to long lines at testing clinics this holiday. Dr. Anthony Fauci, who is a member of the White House COVID-19 response team, says relief is on the way in January. This morning, Dr. Fauci said thousands of testing centers will be set up in the new year, in particular in areas with high surges. The Biden administration is also buying 500 million at-home rapid test kits to distribute for free. Today's meeting with governors also comes as the administration highlights the impact of vaccines. The U.S. Surgeon General says more than 1 million lives have been saved because of the vaccination efforts this year alone.
I know it may not always feel like the progress is enough. But we've also gotten tools and developed tools to learn to live our lives, to gather with family and friends. And those include not just the vaccines and the boosters, but testing, using masks judiciously, and using better ventilation and gathering in better ventilated spaces.
Starting in January, the White House says you'll be able to request at-home rapid tests online and it'll be delivered to your home. In Washington, Kirsten Garris, Fox 13 News.
Kirsten, thank you. Scary moments for one Atlanta couple after they were involved in a shooting inside a movie theater. The cause of this shooting, the victim was sitting in the wrong seat. Michael Seiden is in Buckhead with the video of the suspected shooter.
The thing that's going through my mind is like, oh my God, is this it?
Charnae Gardner and her husband Andrew never saw the shooter.
I heard a pop and someone shouted out, shooter.
But as soon as they heard the gunfire,
mass panic. I mean, everybody, you can just hear everybody around you just screaming and everyone is like, get on the ground, get on the ground.
Atlanta police say this man and woman are prime suspects in Monday night shooting inside the AMC Phipps Plaza movie theater. It all happened during the 10 p.m. showing of the new Spider-Man movie. Investigators say the shooter had purchased an assigned seat, but when he got inside, he found another person was already sitting in it.
Some type of argument ensued over the seat. And again, instead of just going to get a movie attendant to help resolve it, the shooter decided to use a handgun that he had on his person.
Charnae says she is grateful that she and her husband escaped without any injuries. She's now thinking about the victim, hoping he makes a full recovery.
So he was just bleeding out everywhere, and there was another guy on the elevator who started calling 911.
That was Michael Seiden reporting. In a statement from Phipps Plaza, a spokesperson said AMC is working to hire more armed security guards, as well as security measures that the mall already has in place. Happening today, Kellogg's workers returned to work after nearly 3 months striking for better benefits. Now, you may remember last week the union who put on this nationwide strike reached an agreement with Kellogg's that took 11 weeks to reach. This new contract includes cost of living wage adjustments for all employees and provides a graduation rate, giving workers the chance to reach the pay rate of a 6+ year employee. In a statement from Kellogg's, they say, quote, "The new 5-year contract furthers our employees' leading wages and benefits with immediate across-the-board wage increases and enhanced benefits for all. We are pleased that we have reached an agreement that brings our serial employees back to work. We look forward to their return," end quote. Now, the fight is not over for Kellogg's employees. They want to see more improvements. They plan to have a meeting to discuss these plans in the near future.
We're focusing in on that risk zone for Wednesday, the middle part of your work week here. North Mississippi, you're at that level 2 risk zone. Better opportunities to see those stronger thunderstorms. Level 1 risk zone for West Tennessee and eastern Arkansas, where we'll have a lesser chance of seeing those stronger thunderstorms. The reason being is the storm fuel. You got to have that fuel for severe thunderstorms. And here we are, 9 o'clock in the morning Wednesday. That fuel is to our south, but as we make it towards lunchtime, you see that fuel really butts up against I-40 in areas southward. So depending on how far north this storm fuel gets will determine who gets to see the chance for strong severe thunderstorms or not. But notice it does pretty much stay along and south of I-40 as we go throughout the day Wednesday, and then quieting down as we go through Wednesday night. So the storm threat level is at a medium threat for wind, but low in the hail and tornado department. And the timing of these storms as early as 9 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, ending by 6 p.m. in the evening. So we are fast forwarding through Wednesday, 9 o'clock here. Here comes those storms beginning to move in out of the south for you through North Mississippi late in the morning through lunchtime, and they're right on top of us here in Memphis and continuing to push off towards the north and east. And this is where we're still going to be tracking the threat for some gusty winds as these thunderstorms roll through Mississippi. Here we are 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and these gusty winds continuing to push on through the northern part of the state by 4, 5, 6 o'clock. Things begin to clear out just after sunset, at least in terms of strong to severe thunderstorms. Still tracking a few scattered rain showers after that. But the forecast today, it's not too bad. 72 and some clouds for you. Tomorrow, we're going to add in a few rain shower chances, but still very warm with a high of 75 degrees on the way. And check out the next 7 days as things are going to be breezy tomorrow, stormy Wednesday, drier on Thursday and Friday, but still mild with 60s and 70s. And we could be looking at more storms potentially on Saturday to start out the new year before slap in the face moves in on Sunday with a high of 39 degrees.
Well, you see it right there. A Vicksburg police officer is in hot water this midday after a bystander posted this video of him slamming a suspect to the ground and eventually kneeling on his back. The crowd of people in the video were heard telling the officers to stop. WLBT Fox 40 News in Jackson, Mississippi reached out to the mayor of Vicksburg about this video. Here's what he had to say.
I have not seen the video as of yet, but I've been in contact with my chief of police, Chief Penny Jones, which is in the process of reviewing all the footage as relates to the video, all the body cams and everything. And they are interviewing it and the young man and everything as we speak.
Mayor Flagg said the police officer has been suspended with pay as this investigation is ongoing. Still to come on Fox 13 News Midday, the Grizzlies make their win after a weekend losing streak. We'll tell you when the Grizzlies will play their next home game, but first, here's Lisa Robertson with today's local steals and deals.
Hey everybody, we all know that we love to support local business, small businesses in the US, right? But in a lot of cases, it's kind of hard to find them. We're going to bring them to you. At Local Steals and Deals, we love supporting small business. And I just wanted to show you some of the great ideas we have on localsteals.com from small businesses around the US. This is Green Treats. This is a small business from South Carolina, and they are all about healthy, green, wonderful treats for your dog. Your dog is more than a pet. Your dog is a part of your family. You're careful about what you eat. Don't you want to be careful about what they eat? Green Treats, love that. Neck glasses. How many times have you said, where are my readers? Where are my readers? Net Glasses is a line out of Florida. It's a small business that is creating really great ways to always have your reading glasses on you. It's a piece of jewelry. It's on the back of your phone. You get the idea. You got to see all the great ideas they have. Kyvan Foods out of Georgia. These are sauces and salsas and seasonings, and they are so yummy. Oh my gosh. If you've ever been to Georgia, you know they have great food. Kyvan Foods, another small business we love, and K&K Skincare. This is a whole different approach to skincare. This is a small business with some great ideas on skincare, and they're coming out of New Mexico. This is an example of some of the small businesses that we love to support on Local Steals and Deals, and that you'll find on localsteals.com. These ideas and a lot more at special values you'll only find there. You can shop local, you can support American businesses, and don't we all love to do that?
The Grizzlies ended a 3-game losing streak over the weekend against the Sacramento Kings. Desmond Banks scored 28 points. John Morant pitched in to score 18 points. The Grizzlies beat the Sacramento Kings. The score was 127-102. Now, this was the second time the team met in just 2 days. The Grizzlies will play the Suns tonight, but won't play a home game until the new year. The AutoZone Liberty Bowl is almost here. The Mississippi Bulldogs will play against the Texas Tech Red Raiders tomorrow. But if you can't hold off your excitement for another day, the AutoZone Liberty Bowl will take place from 3 to 4, followed by the Bash on Beal Pep Rally. Kickoff is tomorrow at 5:45. Well, I guess you could say it was a Christmas miracle for 2 people in the state of Tennessee. A Powerball player from Cookeville, Tennessee won $1 million by matching all 5 of the white balls in that lottery. A Memphis Powerball player won $50,000 after matching 4 of the 5 white balls plus the red Powerball. Since the player paid an extra $1 for that power play feature, the reward was quadrupled for $150,000. The Memphis ticket was sold at the MAPCO in the 3100 block of Highway 61. The current Powerball jackpot is expected to be $460 million. The drawing is tonight. And that will do it for Fox 13 News Midday. Thank you for joining us. We hope you'll join us tonight on Fox 13 News at 5. Have a great day.